Welcome to Series 99 Top Off Chapter 1 Customer Accounts. So, we're going to go over some crunch facts and go from there. So, Chapter 1 covers the Securities Act of 1933, which governs the primary market, new issues. The Securities Exchange Act of 1934 governs the secondary market. Broker dealers, exchanges, and registered representatives are required to register under the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. Okay. FINRA is considered a self-regulatory organization, an SRO. Anti-money laundering (AML) procedures were initially established under the Bank Secrecy Act, also BSA. Numbered accounts are permitted, however, the CIP documentation must still be collected. All right, so when opening a new account for a customer, FINRA requires a broker-dealer to obtain the customer's name, address, legal age, and the name of the registered representative who's responsible for the account. FINRA's suitability rule has three obligations. 1, the reasonable basis obligation. 2, the customer-specific obligation. And 3, the quantitative obligation. The assets in a 529 account are the property of the donor, often known as the parent. The assets in an UTMA or UGMA account are the property of the child, also known as the minor. In UTMA or UGMA accounts, the use of margin is prohibited. If securities are being held in the street name, it means that they're being held in the broker-dealer's name. If a RR, registered representative, suspects that an elderly client is suffering from dementia, a note should be made in the account and compliance should be notified in order to determine the next steps. Limited power of attorney authorizes trading only. However, full power of attorney permits trading and deposits and/or withdrawals from an account. So, for example, check writing privileges. If a client dies after entered orders which have yet to be executed, all open orders are canceled. In a DVP account, trade settles on a regular way basis according to the security being traded, not 35 days. For a DVP account, statements should reflect no positions or money balances. If a client cannot be found, his assets are escheated to the state. Broker-dealers should verify client information at least every 3 years. Discretionary accounts are more susceptible to being churned by RRs than other types of accounts. Penny stocks are defined as unlisted equities that are priced below $5 per share. Prior to engaging in a penny stock trade, broker-dealers must provide a customer with a specific penny stock risk disclosure document which explains the risk involved in a penny stock investment. The options disclosure document, the ODD, offers investors a description of the options market and relevant terminology. The ODD must be delivered to any customer who opens an options account. For an investor who is aged 50 or older, the maximum IRA contribution is $7,500, so $6,500 plus $1,000 catch-up contribution is allowed. All income that's generated in traditional IRAs, for example, trading profits, dividends, and interest, is taxed as ordinary income at the time of withdrawal. For a traditional IRA, a required minimum distribution must begin by age 73. In an IRA, early withdrawal penalties must be assessed on investors who have not yet reached the age of 59 and a half. In an IRA, a person is permitted one rollover per rolling 12 months, and the funds must be redeposited within 60 days. For a registered representative to share in a client's profits and losses, the sharing must be proportionate to each person's contribution. An exception to the proportionate sharing exists if the client is a family member to the registered representative. If a registered representative intends to open an outside brokerage account, she must obtain her employee's written permission prior to opening the brokerage account. All new accounts must be approved in writing by a registered